Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip a switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Washington football team. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 43-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Bulldozes past him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, Taylor shreds him with a stiff arm. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That catch good for only a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, They want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
(7-7) our score after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor fights him off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, They want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I wanted to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Powers through him, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and 10, Taylor now fighting through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 2nd and 11. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Washington.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Now a give to Taylor, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded right around the 8.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Jackson on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. He was under duress, surveying
trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I'm
okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A gain of 3, second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Washington.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Stays on his feet. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Jonathan Taylor.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark, 77 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offense.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now back to throw. He's going up top for Taylor. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 149 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing, Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Here's Jackson.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Jackson.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Bass on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
Washington 49, Ravens 35.